Hey everybody, it's Trenton. We're going to be going over our second video here today on how we can become our best version of ourselves. So, going over our agenda today, we're going to be going over what it truly means to take that first step, the hardest step of it all, and it only takes 5 minutes. So, let's get into it. What do you want to be? That question is going to shape your journey and what you're trying to achieve. And let's be honest, it's really hard. If someone asked me that not even 2 months ago, I don't know what to tell them. It's not something you can come up with on the fly, and it takes a lot of time and reflection to just come up with one or two answers. I mean, all of us are chasing these dreams, and if you're watching this video, I can understand that you want to achieve something. There's something in your life that you're driving for, and let's be honest, you can't achieve that without reflecting on where you are now. That's really hard, you know? There's school, sports, just the relationships and stress around the people in your life that are really hindering you from even just remembering to care about yourself. You know, it's really often that you find yourself trying to be there for others, trying to support the people around you, and you forget about what you're trying to drive for or what's important to you. And that often hinders what you're trying to achieve. It hinders the goal you're going for, but also just hinders the success, the opportunity for you to improve on all the things you're struggling with. How often is it that you take 5 minutes to just think about who you are? Are you achieving the things in life that you want? Do you matter in the places that you want to matter? It's really easy to just think about it as, hey, it doesn't matter right now. I can do it later. I can take that 5 minutes somewhere else. We need to stop that. That cycle breaks us, and it hinders what we could be. It takes that potential and makes us forget who we are. So, how can we do this? This idea of self-improvement is daunting. It can often seem impossible and unaccomplishable. But for me, breaking that massive goal of mine into small groups is the only way I've been able to try. I want you to break it down into your physical, the things you can see, and the things you can feel, and the mental aspects of your goals. For me, my physical goals have been getting stronger, more flexible, and also having better endurance. On the other hand, my mental aspects are the most important to me because it's the aspects other people can't see. Having a strong mind, staying dedicated to my mission, and also focusing on the relationships in my life have really surrounded my goals and have given me an aspect of where I can base them, and also just give me subjects where I can try. Okay, that's still a lot. And if you don't even know what you're trying to achieve yet, just trying to outline a goal can still seem impossible. Let's focus on two things right now. What's driving you? Are there people around you that are pushing you for this goal, or is it completely based off of yourself? And what do you actually want to achieve? Are you trying to get to a certain milestone, or is this just this idea that you're trying to go for? That's really important when setting a goal. On the other hand, the two things that go under what you're trying to achieve are why you're trying to achieve it and when you can achieve it by. These two factors are really going to influence how you can set that milestone and the timeline of how I'm going to achieve it and when. A little note here. If someone had asked me these kind of questions 2 months ago, I don't even think I've been able to answer them. And I want you to at least acknowledge that while we're going through this video, because it's really important to me that you guys understand this isn't an attack on you. It isn't a requirement. It's really just something to hear about from my perspective before I start sharing my journey on this. I want you guys to all achieve the things that you're going for, and acknowledging that I want you guys to understand that it's not easy. A lot of us are at different processes with this goal, and understanding that when you're going into it is the most important part of it. I've been talking about going through this goal for months now, and ultimately my goal is to serve as a pilot. I'm an aspiring aviator, and I really enjoy aerospace. But I would not be able to achieve this if I didn't have the drive that I've already built, the attempts that I've failed and crashed at before. So understanding that for yourself is really important here. And I want you guys to think that I got here from just an aspiring day where one moment I was like, hey, I'm going to do this. It really just came from a lot of failed attempts and not giving up then. So, in the next 24 hours, I don't want you to change anything. I don't want you to try to add cold showers or do more push-ups, nothing like that at all. I just want you to be conscious. As you go throughout your next 24 hours, take action in what you're doing. Think about what you're doing as you roll through your day. Am I waking up on time? Am I just taking my time throughout the day? Am I being lazy? Just take that time to think about what you're doing, and don't try to change it, just think about it. You're watching this video because there's obviously something in your life that you want to change, something you either don't like or don't know how to change, and that's where I'm coming in to help, okay? I have things in my life that I'm trying to change, and I don't know how to. And that's where we're going to work together to figure this out. Okay, another little note, these things that I'm referring to now, they're called breaking points. Let's try to put this on pause and just think about it. For me, my breaking point is priorities. I love doing things, and I love the things in my lives that are really fun to do. Sometimes I misprioritize what I need to do and what I want to do. And that's been a really big thing for me lately. And like, honestly, it's hard. It's human, you know? We have these things that we can't always do. You're juggling all these different things in your life. You're juggling relationships, school, all of these things that are really, really hard. And unless you can be able to figure out what that breaking point is, you're never going to be able to establish a firm foundation without it. Anyway, let's go back to the main video. Okay, you found what you don't like in your life, and you know you want it gone. But in order to figure that out, let's put it under a microscope. This is really hard, okay? I'm not going to downplay it at all. Putting things under a microscope and really reflecting on what it is takes really hard vulnerability and takes raw honesty. But it has to go, and you need to understand that. It can't be partially gone. You can't kind of do something. It needs to go. When you're thinking about this decision, I want you to take a couple things into account. What is it that you're trying to get rid of? Like, it needs to be something clear. It can't be, well, I don't want to do something like this anymore. It has to be, hey, I'm not doing this, or this anymore. And it has to be direct. On the other hand, why is it bad? Why does it have to go? This isn't to try to justify it. You're not trying to acknowledge and be like, oh, well, it can kind of stay. It needs to go. Obviously, it's not something you want in your life. But is it really bad? Or is it something that could improve more? What is it hindering you from success? And how is it doing that? Finally, what's causing it? You can identify a problem all you want, but unless you know what's causing it, it's just going to resurface in a different way. That idea of what's causing it is one of the hardest parts about getting rid of something, because you have to go down to its root cause. That's where that vulnerability, integrity also comes really into it. Finally, without like trying to oversimplify it or anything like that, I just want you to think about what your life could be like without it. That goal, that success, and now also that visualization for your life could be like without it is really going to help you as you kind of get this habit, this really bad habit, or this less ideal thing that you're doing out of your life. All right, I have a call to action for you now. We've gone over what we're struggling with and where it's in our life right now, but I need you to go grab a piece of paper. Awesome, so you have your paper now. I want you to title the top of it, worthy. All right, worthy is your hope. You and I both know that this journey and this goal we're trying to achieve is important. But I want you to know that you're worthy of all the work you're going to put in. All the struggle is going to be worth it. There you go. You did the first step. You did the hardest thing possible, and you started this journey. This first step separates every moment before this. You can do this now. We have failed over and over again, and now we're not going to stop. No matter how many mistakes we make, how many screw-ups, or how many bad days we do this, we will become better. All right, guys, we have our piece of paper now. We have what we're worthy for. We have what we're going for. But I want you to write down those 3 main breaking points of yours, the 3 things you want to work on over the next 3 weeks. I'm going to do mine real quick. All right, so I have mine down. Right now, I know you're not going to be able to see it, but I have priorities, integrity, and consistency. These are really important to me because they all highlight one main value. And that to me is staying committed to something. I found that I try really hard at something and I stick to it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but I never fully stick to it in the long run. These 3 weeks are going to highlight whether I can or can't do this. And I want you guys to see that. I want you guys to see it from my perspective too. That failure is not an option, but it is something that can happen. So, now that we have those 3 things down, I want you to just reflect on it for a couple of seconds. You have those 3 things written down, and I'm thankful for you at least reflecting on them and their importance to you. So, I at least want you guys to acknowledge over the next 3 weeks, we're going to make real, measurable progress and improvements on these 3 things. All right. Thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate you guys. I know we're going to do great things through this. If you're comfortable with it, you can text me like a photo of your paper and just text me about your entire achievement overall. I'm here just about 24/7 waiting for you guys and just trying to be there for your own journey too. My number is 262-391-9468. If you have any questions, you can text me. Otherwise, you can email me in my description, and I'm really here to help. All right, God bless, guys. I believe in you. We're going to make this work.